Are you interested in that Ford Mustang?
Yeah, but I'm a little upside down on my Kia.
I'm not sure. Why is he so upset? I don't get it.
Do y'all want to know what Chrysler Speed looked like in 1956?
He pays $160 in rent, and he wants to buy a house.
All right, from being 10K under and wanting a Mustang to being upset at high interest because of your bad credit. Even a quick look back at the past. If you're new, I'm Mike, and here we talk about money, cars, avoiding debt, and keeping more of your paycheck. If that sounds good, hit that like and subscribe button and drop a comment.
Are you interested in that Ford Mustang?
Yeah, but I'm a little upside down on my Kia.
What kind of Kia is it?
It's old.
Kia Soul. How much you owe on the Kia?
About 7,000.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big hit. And then you, of course, need money down on this one. So you have another person that can go on it with you?
No, I'm just trying to figure out if I can like throw it on another car.
Is your credit pretty decent?
About a 6.
You know, there's a chance that they might give you another loan, but can you handle 2 payments?
I already have 2 payments. I have a motorcycle and I got that thing.
So this be number 3. Can you handle number 3?
I could if I let that bike up. I don't drive it.
What kind of bike is it?
2009 Yamaha E-Star.
And you owe how much on that?
7,000.
You know, maybe swing up here with the Yamaha and see what we can do. We do pretty well with motorcycles.
I had a similar issue with a bike in the past. I didn't get to ride it. I bought it brand new, was working 60 hours a week. I had 2 days off every 2 weeks and was completely exhausted. I had the bike payment, insurance, and because of where I was living, I had to rent a place to store it. All that money wasted.
What's that's going to be worth?
About 3,000.
Oh, so that's worth 3. You owe 7, and then you're about 7 grand upside down in the other one. That's 14. That's 10,000 upside down, right?
Yeah.
Looks like you've got a firm grip on it, my brother. What's your payment on the Yamaha?
About 500 a month.
And the Kia?
Plus 6.
About 500, so that's 1,000. Let me see what I could do for you. I'm going to keep in touch with you. If I get somebody that's interested in the Soul, or if someone's in a motorcycle, I've got everything written down, so I'll keep in touch.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. He is about 10,000 upside down. That's what he thinks. You go to a dealer, now you're talking about 15,000 upside down, probably. Plus the tax and license on another car, and his credit's not that good. I'll keep in touch if I can do something or figure out something.
He needs to get rid of the bike, pay off the Kia, and stick with it as long as possible. I've mentioned it before, I have a Kia myself. They're cheap cars, but I've had no issues. I know it's not going to last as long as a Honda or a Toyota, but they're great on gas and they're cheap to repair.
I got the key right over here. You guys called about this yesterday? Yeah, I think I spoke to someone. Very nice to meet you. You guys are excited to see the car, I see. You can do a test drive, yeah. You want to go right now? I need to see your license, that's all. Let's go.
Only me and you?
Yeah, only me and you.
He wants the car there. He will follow us.
Have him come. All right, at the traffic light, you're going to make a left. So keep going and just turn right in here. And just park right over here, it's fine. Later. How do you like it? Drive good, right?
Yeah, very good.
Okay, so you guys are looking to finance, right? Yeah. If you want, we go inside and we see.
Price. Let us know the price.
Well, listen, that depends. I have to see what the deal looks like. You know what I mean? I can't tell you what if you don't even know what your credit is like.
What is gonna be total?
I have to go inside. We have to see. Okay? Ready? Let's go.
Beginning price is 14,000, right?
Correct. And then we have to see what the out-the-door price is afterwards. I'm not sure. Why is he so upset? I don't get it.
Percent.
He's upset at the high interest. Well, that's what happens when you don't pay your bills. You're a risk to lenders, and when you want to borrow, they're going to overcharge you. You can't be upset at the dealer or the bank. Be upset at yourself.
So I don't make the percent. You know what I mean? He has a 500 credit score, and the car has 140,000 miles. What am I going to do? You know what I mean? If he can get his own financing, I work on the price for you. But
That's not your problem.
no, I mean the way he acts.
I will wait 1 year and I will good credit score and I will come back, no problem.
A 500 credit score is pretty bad, and it's going to take a lot longer than a year to fix. Missed payments will take 7 years to come off your report. Pay your bills, pay them on time, it's that simple.
It's
That's fine. But in a year, your credit score is not going to be better. Instead, what he could do is build his credit and refinance. You see, guys, that's why financial literacy matters. The customer got upset with me that he got a higher interest rate when he has a 500 credit score. The car has 140,000 miles on it, and he's upset with me that his interest is a little bit higher. Look how he pulls off, you know? can't please everyone, but he's gonna go to a new car store. He's gonna get broomed out so fast, he'll see himself.
If your credit score is that low, you shouldn't be financing anything. You need to pull your credit report and figure out what's causing it. Focus on paying off all the accounts, not adding more. Over time, the score will rise, even with the old missed payments on it.
What is the least reliable brand?
Is a trifecta between Audi, BMW, and Mercedes.
What is the least reliable brand?
Alfa Romeo, Fiat, for sure.
What brand is the least reliable?
You gotta go Maserati. People always get stuck on the side of the road, super expensive to fix, super unreliable.
Is the most unreliable brand?
Based on my experience selling cars would be Mercedes-Benz by far.
What brand is the least reliable?
Has to be Maserati, hands down. They're notorious for mechanical issues consistently. It's definitely Maserati.
I know it's not always the case with all, but these pricey cars are known to not be as reliable, and they're more expensive to fix. It should be the opposite. They can build a nice looking car, they just can't build them well. It's completely backwards.
Guys, you can get 0% interest on Ford F-150 Shelbys right now. Ford is running a 000 program right now. 0 down payment, 0 APR, and 0 payments for 90 days on many 2025 trucks. 0% interest means you're not paying a dime in finance charges. Your money goes straight into your truck, not the bank's pocket. And these deals are stackable with other Ford rebates, so you can actually save thousands more depending on your trim. If you've been waiting for a sign to grab that F-150 or that Shelby, this is the sign. Come see me.
Years ago, I used to think these type of offers were a great deal, and 0% interest is. Why would they really be offering it though? People don't have the money to put down. They can't afford the interest, and they need 90 days to save up for the first payment. Also, nobody is buying, so they're desperate.
Every single day, somebody asks, I want to buy my 16-year-old a $5,000 car. What should I buy them? This, not that. This, buy one of these. Does it have a backup camera? No. Does it have Bluetooth? No. Does it have heated seats? No. But you know what it does have? It has this. And you know what this means? That means this right here. 337,000 miles. Is your 16-year-old daughter gonna love it? Probably not.
If you're lucky enough to have your parents buy you a car, you should be overjoyed with anything they buy you. I bet that most people seeing this video had to buy their first car themselves. I know I did.
But is it gonna last a really, really, really long time? Yes, listen to this thing. Now, I don't want you to go out and buy one of these with 300,000 miles for $5,000, but go buy one with 150,000 miles. Your kid's not gonna love it, but this is the answer. The Toyota Camry is always the answer. And one more thing, run the Carfax on the car before you buy it, not after, because somebody can change that to a lower number in about 10 minutes. Talk to you guys later.
I swear that engine sounds better than my car with 66,000 miles on it. No screens, no cameras, not much to break. Just a great car that's going to get you around without any issues. I really miss the simplicity of these cars.
Do y'all want to know what Chrysler Speed looked like in 1956? Well, it's this right here. 1956 DeSoto Fire Dome with a Gen 1 V8 Hemi. One of the first Hemis made. Let's take a look at this thing. The Gen 1 Hemi, basically, the difference between it and a normal car, the top of the cylinders are round instead of flat. And this allows for more injection, more surface area for combustion as the engine is running. Now, the 1956 DeSoto had a lot of options. For example, the back window rolled down like the old Toyotas do, had a tailgate and plenty of room for storage. Not only that, with all that room for storage, you had plenty of room for all your kids in the back. Now, if you wanted, all these seats fold up and make for even more storage room. It's amazing.
I just had to throw this one in. I don't know anything about this specific car, but it looks great, and it's actually built out of metal. They used to build cars to last, and today they want parts to fail after 5 years. They want you back either buying parts or to get you in the latest new model.
Explains to me he pays $160 in rent, and he wants to buy a house. I said, okay, you mean $1,600 a month? He goes, no, $160. And I said, 160 a week? He goes, no, I pay $160 a month. I said, that's all you pay? He goes, yeah. And I said, where do you live? And he explains that he lives with family. And I said, okay, that makes sense.
That's about as good as it gets with rent prices. I pay about double that just for utilities. If I had an opportunity to pay $160 a month, I would stay there as long as I could.
So you want to buy a house. For reference, I'm a loan officer. I help people get mortgages to buy a house. I said, do you have a budget in terms of what you can afford monthly? And he goes, well, I don't know. I just want to see what I qualify for. I said, okay, what's your credit? He explains to me that his credit is in the 700s. I was like, okay, you have good credit. And I said, do you have any money saved? And he says, yeah, I have about 20,000 saved. I was like, okay, so he has good credit. He has money saved. What's your income? And he says, I actually make about $17 an hour. I was like, okay, 17 an hour. Do you work 40 hours a week? He goes, yeah. I said, so you're making about $35,000 a year.
I would love to know where you can buy a home on that wage. I'm sure it's possible, but where I am, it's extremely expensive. People making even $100,000 don't qualify. With $17 an hour here, you would be struggling to rent an apartment.
He goes, I don't know, but I make $17 an hour and I always work 40 hours. I was like, okay, so you gross in about $3,000 a month. I said, what do you actually take home on a pay period? He goes, about $900, $950 twice a month. I was like, okay. I said, do you have to leave where you are? He goes, no, just people were telling me I should buy a house. I was like, so you can live where you are, pay $160 a month. I said, do you not like it? He goes, no, it's fine. I actually like it. Everything's perfectly good there.
I wish I could go back in time and be in that situation again, paying little to no rent at that age. The only thing I'd do differently is save all that money. If I had done that, I wouldn't be renting right now. Houses were $250,000 back then. Now they're closer to $1 million.
I said, well, I know I'm in the business of helping people get mortgages to buy a house, but if you're living for $160 a month and you're currently making $17 an hour, you have 20 grand in the bank, I'd work on increasing that income. I'd work on saving more money, but I think I would move out. I think that's a perfect rent situation for your current finances.
He's exactly right. I was working with a younger guy in the same position. He was living at home, making good money, and saving a lot. Other guys would joke around about it, but I told him don't listen. Stay as long as you can and put all that money away. When you're my age, you'll be in a much better position. I'm going to end the video here and ask you to hit that like and subscribe button, drop a comment below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.